Hey, what's up guys? I'm Lincoln and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the 6th video in our Flutterflow for Beginners series where I help you get going on your Flutterflow journey so you can start building your dream apps. In this video, we're going to go over conditions. This is going to be a short video, but the use cases for conditions are only as limited as your imagination. What are conditions? In programming, conditions are used to make decisions and control the flow of a program based on whether certain conditions are true or false. Conditions allow you to create logic, enabling your program to execute different code blocks depending on the evaluation of these conditions. Now, what that means for you and me is that you can control certain things in your app based on some conditions that you set. And to demonstrate this, I'll be showing you conditional visibility and conditional actions. If you enjoy Flutterflow content and would love to learn more, then hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. Your support really means a lot to me. I want to remind you guys that I've just launched Flutter Vault, which is a platform with Flutterflow templates and resources to help you go from idea to working apps in no time. You can find the link in the description or simply head to fluttervault.online. Alright, let's start adding some conditions to our app. Okay, so if you remember in the last video, we created a users table and enabled authentication in our app. I'm back in my Supabase project and I'm going to make a single change to that table. All I'll do is add a column, call it owner, and give it a type of Boolean. Hit save. Cool. And then I'll change this owner to false. This will come in handy when we start implementing some conditions in our app. Next thing we have to do is get our schema so that Flutterflow will start getting that data. And to demonstrate this, I will add a backend query to the home page, Supabase query. The table will be users. We're looking for a single row. I will add a filter with the field name being ID. And the relation will be equal to. We'll hit this variable icon, go to authenticated user, select user ID, then hit confirm. Okay, cool. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is conditional visibility. Now that we have our table set up properly, let's restrict all users from accessing the home page unless they are the owner of the app. So to do this, I will click on the column. I will toggle conditional visibility. Then go to my users row and click on this new column we've just added, owner. Now this page will only be displayed if owner is true in our Supabase project. And since it's false, we shouldn't be able to see anything, so I'll just test that. I already tested it, so I'll just open it, minimize that so we can see it. And as expected, we cannot see anything because we're not the owner of this project. Okay, let's go back to our Supabase project. Change that to true. We'll do an instant reload. And now we can see everything. So that's one way to toggle visibility. Okay, I'm going to remove this conditional visibility so that we can do some other stuff on this page. I'll also change this Boolean back to false. Alright, next up I'm going to show you guys conditional actions. Now say you want to restrict users from performing certain actions, unless of course you're the owner of the app. Well, for that we turn to conditional actions. To show this, I'm going to select this container, go over to my actions, open, and I'll add a conditional. Now the condition that we're looking for is if this person is the owner of the app. And we can easily do that because we have enabled that in our Supabase project. We'll go to our users row and select owner. So now if this condition is true, we're going to add an action. And we'll keep it simple. We'll just navigate to details. And if this is false, we'll add an action And just to annoy the user, we'll take them to the profile page. Cool, that's it. We will go back to test. We'll do an instant reload. And let's try it. We are not the owner of the app, so we're taken to the profile. Okay, let's go back. Now we'll go back to our Supabase project and make ourselves the owner of this project. Now I'll just click here, which will still take me to the profile page because it hasn't refreshed. But when I hit back, it's refreshed. And when I click, it takes me to details because I'm now the owner of this project. Okay guys, we've reached the end of our video and I hope you learned something today. Remember what I said. The use cases for conditions are only as limited as your imagination. So go try things out on your own because that's how you truly learn. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. And do check out fluttervault.online. Have a good day and I'll see you on the next video.